Less than 5.
Loop is live. Jaden just snuck by, so you are not on the clock, Jaden. So everybody's going after that TQ time of Evan Carton of a 23 and a 14:21 pace. Now, right now, the first 4 drivers across are on TQ pace. So Daniel Blaylock leading him around. Bryce is in the 2. Jaden. Now Jaden moves up to the 2. Bryce, McCoy, Justin, Nick, Mark, Jermaine, and Brad. Daniel, Jaden, Bryce, McCoy, Justin, your top 5. Nick, Jermaine, Brad, or Mark and Brad nibbling the rest of the running order. So Daniel with a little bit of a long lap here as he comes across the line. And he'll shuffle all the way down from that top spot to 5th in that white, orange, and kind of turquoise truck. And he'll put Bryce Beaver up to that top spot now as him and Nick work out of that crossover in front of the driver's stand. Bryce, Nick, Justin, and McCoy and Daniel. So Nick has recovered from some early mistakes there to find himself back up into the top 3, chasing Bryce, who's actually right behind him on the track. So he has that joy of chasing the guy who's behind you. Meyerson with a long lap here. And Justin, not seeing Justin on the track. Nick, Bryce, Jermaine, McCoy, Daniel, Jaden, Mark, Justin, and Brad. McCoy moves up into that 4 spot now. Nick Watlett takes over the top spot again, looking for another TQ here. He finished 3rd in qualifying round number 2. And right now he's back out in front looking to take that top spot. Oh, Meyerson flames out again. Something not working right in that vehicle. Nick, Bryce, Jermaine, McCoy, Daniel, Jaden, Mark, Justin, and Brad nibbling the running order right now in this one. So Nick with a 9/10 second of advantage over Beaver. It's not a big advantage at all. They are still really close together. Pops up over that pop table. Triple does Watlet and Beaver right there behind him. Jermaine running in the 3. Then McCoy 4, Daniel 5. It's been that way most of the race. Jaden, Mark, Justin, and Brad. Nick, Jermaine, Bryce, Daniel, McCoy, Jaden, Mark, Justin, and Brad. Now Jermaine Robinson has that top spot by 0.05 of a second over Nick. They're together on the track, it looks like, with 7:15 down, 6:45 to go. $7:30 down, 6:30 to go. 7:30 down, 6:30 to go. Nick is in for fuel. He's back to that top spot now. Bryce is on his fuel out lap, so he comes across. Let's see where he falls in. He's going to fall down the leaderboard, but once again, that is due to the fuel stop there. With 8 down and 6 to go. 8 down, 6 to go. So Daniel Blaylock takes over that top spot, but he is yet to pit here at the 8:30 mark. So once he makes his pit, I expect that all to change, and maybe he has right now as he comes across the line. Yeah, he'll shuffle back down to 3rd, so it'll be Nick back to the top spot. Jermaine, Daniel, McCoy, Bryce, Jaden, Mark, Justin, and Brad. Kevin, you got a leak. So Nick Wallet out in front, top 6 drivers, better than the TQ of Evan Carton right now. With 9:30 down, 4:30 to go. Jermaine, Nick, Daniel, Bryce, and McCoy, your top 5. Jaden running 6, Mark 7, Justin in the 8, and Brad in the 9. With 3:45 to go on the race clock, Jermaine out in front by just 0.7 of a second over Nick. Nick right there, just 0.2 back now of Jermaine. Jermaine coming into that pop table triple section right about now. There he is. Big air popping up over that pop table triple. And working down the left-hand side of the track he goes, heading down into that in and out section. Does Jermaine. We'll see what Nick comes across and what Jermaine comes across. Jermaine goes 35.2 and he hangs on to that top spot, almost a full second up on Nick until Nick goes 34.7 there. So he'll take that top spot back over.
Two minutes left.
$12.15 down, 1:45 to go. Nick back out in front, Jermaine the 2. It is 0.8 of a second between those two drivers. Then Daniel running the 3. Bryce, McCoy, Jaden all on TQ pace as well. Nick, Jermaine, 1 and 2 still. Daniel 3, Bryce 4, and McCoy 5. 1:15 on the race clock. 24 lap pace for your top 5 drivers.
One minute left.
Jermaine back out in front now, 0.7 up on Nick. Daniel in the 3. Those 3 drivers have it about 2.8 seconds with 40 seconds on the race clock. So things staying tight up front here in this one. Three drivers battling for that top spot as the race clock is about to expire here in race number 3. Race 4, you guys are on deck, 40 plus E-Buggy. So here we go, final laps for these guys. It looks like Nick with a rough 41-second lap there. He's going to be out of it. And so Jermaine Robinson looking to take the TQ here in round number 3. And he will race him to the line, guys, race him to the line. Just waiting on Nick, Bryce, and McCoy. And I guess that's it. So Nick and Bryce off track here. it appears. So we'll head into 40 plus e-buggy. Guys, back out to the track to Marshall right away. Brad, I need you back out to the track even though you didn't run. All 9 drivers, please. Race number 4, track is yours.
Tony Silva. Patrick Carr. Greg Philpott. 1 minute to the start of the race. Casey Neidl. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Patrick Kelly.
All right, guys, I need marshals out, please. Marshals out.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
So, Kevin, you need, they're saying you need some pump to pump the wash basin pump out.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
Rick Bergard.
10 seconds till the loop goes live. Boris, if you're out there running, I don't think you're in this one.
Less than 5.
You're in the next one, Boris. If you're out there, you're in the next one. Loop is live. All right, so we're getting started to get our first couple of laps here. Casey was leading him around on that hot lap. We'll see how it goes now. Rick, Greg, Casey, Pat, and Tony are top 5. Pat Kelly in the 6th, Chad, Jerry, and Nathan. Rick Bergard leaving them around right now. Greg Philpott in the 2. Casey, Tony, Pat, then Chad and Pat Kelly. It's 13 lap runs for your top 2 drivers. I got a dead car at the top of the hill. Coming on back is Rick. Watch it. Coming over that. That was quite the comedy of errors there. So Greg goes back to that top spot. Now they have fallen off of those 13 lap runs, though it's a 12.801. And a 12.804 for Greg and Tony. Casey running in the 3, Pat Carr the 4, Chad, Pat Kelly, Brick, or Jerry, and Nathan. Casey, Tony, and Greg still your top 3. 13 lap runs for your top 2. Then it's 12 lap runs for Greg and Pat Kelly. Fast lap of the race belongs to Phil Pott, who's running down in that 3rd position now. He has a 36.6. And then he has another 38 in there, but everything else is greater than 40 seconds. Casey and Tony battling it out 2 seconds apart here in 40 plus e-buggy heat 1 of 2. Plus e-buggy heat 2 of 2. You guys are up next.
Two minutes left.
Casey, Tony, Greg, Chad, Pat Carr, and Pat Kelly is the running order. Rick Burgard in the 7, Jerry Douglas 8, Nathan in the 9. Casey and Tony found their way onto that 13 lap run, and they seem to be holding there for right now. Fast lap of the race still. Greg's out of the lap, out of the gate lap, 36.668. Casey on an 18 or 13.838.35 for Tony, 12 and 8.15 for Greg. Pat Carr on an 12 and an 8.37, 8.41 for Chad Kendricks. Then 11 lap run for Pat Kelly. Rick back out there on an 8.908. So Casey and Tony tightening up front now. It's 0.8 of a second between those two drivers. Casey working to the chicane down the straightaway now in that red and checkered paint scheme. Tony down the straightaway in that all blue. Gonna get one more lap so he gets by for his 13th lap. Race him to the line, race him to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. So it's gonna come down to Casey and Tony here on the final lap. Who's gonna lay it down? Right, or who turns into the clown? Trying to set that early TQ for the next group to have to chase. Here comes Casey. Casey comes across 37.6. And that's going to be a big number for Tony to have to chase. Tony does 39 flat, so Casey Neidall will set the early TQ. Tony Silva goes 2. Greg, then Pat Carr, Chad, Pat Kelly, and then Rick and Jerry is the running order. All my marshals out for that one. Maybe a volunteer.